Hello, justtwogood here, and I wasn't a fan of this fluffy when it was first revealed. Could it be better in person?
This is the Harry Potter Summer 2021 Fluffy Encounter set with a total of 4 minifigures, 397 pieces, retailing for $40 in the United States. This released June 1st around the world, and I got this a little bit early for my friends over at Jedi News. Let's take a look at the minifigures. Well, the buildable figure, Fluffy, first.
So here's a new build for Fluffy. Now this is the second Lego Fluffy we got, the original one being when the theme first came out in 2001. That one was just one piece aside from these top head parts for openable mouths, which this one only has printed mouths. This one is a whole bunch of different pieces, a brick build really. The only specialized pieces would be the 3 heads. It is kind of cool that these 3 heads have different prints. I wasn't expecting that. You can see the one to the left, more growling. This one also kind of growling but has one eye shut. Then this one is already sleepy with the drool coming out. Those work by having a mini ball joint connection, and that's just a Technic pin at the end there. But the rest of this just does not work in its design. This looks like Mecha Fluffy. There's too much gray showing, which is in part due to these 1x2s with the ball joint receivers. That design doesn't come in many other colors. It doesn't come in browns or anything like that. So they had to use it in that coloring, and it looks awful. Like it just shines through the back. The side is, like the legs, I actually kind of like the top parts. I think this looks fine, how this is built. But then the actual like feet themselves, I don't know, they look pretty off. And that hinge connection makes it look very mechanical. You get some movement there, not only at the bottom with the hinge connection, but also just by moving the leg, because these are connected with a Technic pin connection. So you have that build 4 times. And like I said, it just doesn't translate well, and it looks more robotic than anything. At the very back, we have this tail, which you can move up and down just by how it's clipped on. Also, some designs using those 1x2s, or really they're 2x2s, but modified with the front there. And that doesn't really work either. I associate that more with like rock builds and everything. It doesn't really work for the fur. So yeah, pretty disappointed with this one. I actually think the 2001 might be just better in general because the rest looks decent. It's just the molded heads on that one don't have like the printing or anything. This is kind of a letdown, and I really wanted a new Fluffy, but oh well. It is funny seeing how posable those head designs are with that mini ball joint connection. And yes, this works too. We'll have to keep that in mind for the next series of cursed Lego minifigures. I guess it would look better if they're on like all 4s. Okay, that's just so creepy. Now this set includes the heart build to put Fluffy to sleep, which this design, unfortunately, that's a flag piece that's clear is a sticker. I thought it would be an actual print. It's a little bit hard to line that one up. But I like how this is aligned as a build, where we have this part clipped on and as a side, and then the top part with the sloped design. It all comes together looking pretty much like a harp. I think Fluffy's feet work a little bit better when asleep, and those head pieces work very well with just those half ones being closed and eyes. Because there you go, you just show this side when Fluffy's awake, this side when they're asleep. Anyways, we have Golden Hermione, which is a 20th anniversary figure. This is the only set that this golden figure comes in, and I like the printing at the back of the torso. But my favorite part is this hair piece. Getting the Hermione hair in that pearl gold looks fantastic. Now, no back face printing as you saw, but we do have that front face printing with that face print they've been using since 2018. I guess not the same exact face print because I would have had an alternate face. And along with Gold Hermione, we have just regular Hermione, which you can compare those face prints side to side. But anyways, the design of this regular Hermione actually has a torso that's new for summer 2021, which does appear in some other sets like that new Quidditch set, not the Transformation Classroom, but the big Hogwarts set, the Chamber of Secrets, let's say. Then you have an alternate face print at the back. The Ron minifigure also has a new torso for summer 2021. You can see it's a little bit different from the last one. This is one that only appears in the Chamber of Secrets sets as well, so that's pretty cool because this is a much cheaper set. Alternate face print, you can see at the back, which just is the same face we've been using since 2018. The Harry Potter minifigure of the set uses the same torso print as the Hermione from earlier in the set, not the golden one. And that face print is the same one we've been using since 2018 as well. Each of these new 20th anniversary sets have 16 wizard cards to collect, which are randomly scattered across sets. And the one to the left is like my 15th Rowena Ravenclaw. Like, she's really easy to get, even though she doesn't appear in the instructions with her picture. But I did get, I think, my first Nicholas Flamel.
So the build of this set are different sections of Hogwarts. It uses this new system for these 20th anniversary Hogwarts sets that kind of mesh the 2011 to 2018 systems of Hogwarts with that classic 2001 system where you just stack things on top of each other. So you have the Technic pin connections as well as stacking parts on top.
This set contains Fluffy's room, the Devil's Snare room, this little balcony, and then what they call the Magic Practice room at the top.
The instructions of this has its placement with the Chamber of Secrets and the Transfiguration Potion set. This design actually plopping in next to the Chamber of Secrets. So for a second, I thought it was the Chamber of Secrets expansion, which in that review, I was like, oh, they didn't include all the Chamber of Secrets parts. But no, that's just the Devil's Snare part. And you can see how that meshes well with the Chamber of Secrets and how this part's supposed to be at the top, which is a design that they show at the back of the box. And that configuration is shown by just taking off this roof section, this section right here, then rearranging this part at the top here. And then the roof is just kind of at the side. Then plop Fluffy, and you have the trapdoor having more of a place because now you just drop a minifigure into the Devil's Snare plant. But anyways, I'll just rearrange it to the way that it is at the front cover, and then we'll take a look at the build visually. All right, so all back to normal.
3 stickers on the exterior here, which are just 2 added brick details, and then this Hogwarts shield. I like how the archways are done with these 2 in the middle, and then just these panel pieces. That's a nice difference between those 5 parts. And then to the right, this is a part that is the exterior of the Devil's Snare section, which that Devil's Snare plant is a pretty cute build for what it is. Like, you could fit a minifigure pretty easily. It makes sense to have Ron trapped in there. And you can actually adjust it up and down because of how this is clipped on, so you can have them more captured. So that works. And at the back, there's just a little detail of this bone right here. And for the Fluffy room, this design has really not much to it. There's a little meat in the corner, and that makes sense because it needs a lot of space to fit Fluffy inside, so I get why it's so vacant. And yeah, the trapdoor in this default build is at the bottom. Rearrangements makes that a little bit more sensible. There's 2 candles atop the Fluffy room, and this design actually can be separated as well as a separate section if you want to plop that on to a different part of the Hogwarts castle. There's the balcony section, which has 2 torches and just a very simple balcony. There's not much going on there. The part of the tower with the most detail is this magic practice room just found on top in the roof. And this design has an interesting print and a sticker. There's this really cool new minifigure headpiece, which has some fantastic printing on it. This also comes in the Chamber of Secrets set. It's kind of an annoying sticker to put on because it's inside that panel roof, but I really love the sticker of those spells on the wall there, especially with the magical Lego brick. Other than that, there's also a candle, a potion, and a little cauldron right here. I guess it's just a pot.
But either way, that's it for the build of this set. Let's take a look at the packaging, and then we'll end on the final verdict. So this is a $40 box size for a $40 set, and at the back you have some different looks of the set, and that's that rearranged version.
And we already basically took a look through the instructions where we have this advertisement of the other new Hogwarts expansions, well, not the retail exclusive one, and then the checklist of the wizard cards.
You know how there's so many sets where I'm like, this set looks better in person than when I saw the first official images? This ain't one of those sets. This set is actually worse than when I saw the official images. Is it a bad set? No, I'd say it's decent. But the point being, Fluffy is even worse than the official images. Like, I didn't really like the Fluffy figure when it was first revealed, but this looks more mechanical than I thought, where it has like those modified 2x2s at the top, which are like rock pieces that they were trying to capture fur, but it just does not work. The 1x2s with that ball joint holder, that just doesn't work with the gray there. And then the feet themselves are way too mechanical looking, especially with that hinge connection. I don't know. They should have either A, had a specialized body, or B, had brick-built heads and it would have meshed better. Or just try to make a ball joint 1x2 holder that is in like a brown color. But whatever. The best part of that is the specialized head pieces. Beyond that, though, the minifigure selection is pretty good, where you get some new Hogwarts torsos and everything, but the anniversary figure. The build of the Hogwarts part here is not bad, though it is one of the lesser ones of the wave, where it is very empty. That makes sense for Fluffy's room. The balcony, there's not too much going on. Not too much in the Devil's Snare room. I don't know what they could have done with the build here. Maybe just give us some different expansions of Hogwarts added on to this. Maybe make this a $50 set and just bumped it up a little bit more in the build. But yeah, it's a 6. It's a 6. I'll give this at a 6 out of 10. I still like it more than I dislike it. but it's definitely one of my least favorite of these Hogwarts expansions, if not my least favorite of the Hogwarts expansion sets this wave. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, if I was being too harsh or if I was being too easy. Subscribe for more LEGO Harry Potter content and LEGO content in general, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.